So we do begin with some major breaking news this hour concerning the war in the Middle East. U.S. President Donald Trump and Iran's foreign affairs minister are now both saying the Strait of Hormuz is open. That critical waterway for global oil exports has effectively been shut since the outset of the war. The news had an instant impact with the price of oil tumbling 10%, but there still are a lot of unanswered questions. The biggest being what this might mean for a permanent peace deal between the U.S. and Iran. The CBC's Chris Glover is following these latest developments for us from the U.S. Capitol. So, Chris, what exactly are we hearing from the two sides this hour?
Hey there, Arthi. Well, of course, yes. This critical passageway is reopened to all commercial vessels. That is coming from both sides in this. Let me begin with the post that kicked all of this off. This is coming from Iran's foreign affairs minister. He wrote online, in line with the ceasefire in Lebanon, the passage for all commercial vessels through the Strait of Hormuz is declared completely open for the remaining period of ceasefire. And Iran also said that military vessels, though, will not be allowed to pass through. Donald Trump also confirming the news online. And of course, as you said, this sent shockwaves around the world. Oil prices, as you mentioned, they certainly dropped right away, around 9% after Iran made this announcement, and then Donald Trump confirmed it. And you have to remember, the Strait represents roughly 20% of global maritime oil trade. So this is all having an epic impact and immediate as well on the markets. Wall Street's main indexes, including the Dow Jones, the S&P, and the NASDAQ, all rising sharply. But shipping industry analyst Richard Mead from the UK says while promising, this doesn't give the shipping industry the assurances that it needs. And the Norwegian Ship Owners Association says that this represents a welcome development, but it says many issues of this still need to be clarified before it will use the strait. Same drill for a German shipping company as well, and they also will refrain from passing through for the time being. There are many unknowns here, as I mentioned, including whether Iran will still plan to collect a toll for passing ships, as it had demanded in recent weeks, and the U.S. was certainly not pleased with. The Speaker of Iran's parliament had told his Lebanese counterpart just yesterday that a ceasefire in Lebanon is as important as a ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran. And certainly we are seeing the impact of a ceasefire in Lebanon right now. Ursula von der Leyen, the president of the European Commission, also weighing into this breaking news right now. She just said that this is urgent, that this not just be a temporary restart of the Strait of Hormuz, but she wants it to be permanent.
So still so many questions when it comes to this opening of the Strait of Hormuz, also the precarious nature of sea mines as well when it comes to the dangers and risks and the potential, as you touched on there, for the tolls to be imposed on ship traffic that is going through that crucial strait. But also, Chris, what does this mean for the U.S. naval blockade of Iranian ports that's been in effect for a few days now?
Well, Donald Trump says that the naval blockade is full steam ahead. Here's what he posted online after confirming that the strait was open to commercial traffic. He wrote, "The naval blockade will remain in full force and effect as it pertains to Iran only until such time as our transaction with Iran is 100% complete. This process should go very quickly," the president wrote, in that most of the points are already negotiated. A U.S. military blockade of Iran involving more than 10,000 personnel remain in effect, therefore. And I want to have you watch this. What you're about to see is video posted today from the U.S. Central Command that shows the U.S. Navy ordering a merchant vessel to return to an Iranian port as it enforces the U.S. blockade. Let's watch this together.
Blue Sky 4, this is U.S. Navy Warship 115. Request you return to original port of call in Iran. How copy? Over.
Copy, sir. Thank you very much. Copy, sir. Me alter to Iran. Thank you.
Blue Sky 4, this is U.S. Warship 115. I understand you will return to your previous port of call in Iran. This is U.S. Warship 115 standing by on channel 16. Out.
And the U.S. military now confirming 19 ships have complied with direction from the U.S. to go back to Iranian ports. 0 vessels have evaded U.S. forces, they say. And as you mentioned, all of this paves the way for what Donald Trump has said are going to be those restart of negotiations for the Iran-U.S. peace deal. And that is expected to happen as soon as this weekend in Pakistan.
Chris, thank you for the latest on this breaking news. That is the CBC's Chris Glover reporting from Washington.